Hey Collective, this is your March 2022 reading for everybody. This is Collective Energy. It's March 22nd today, but these are timeless readings. So we're going to look at a situation, just a situation, guys. If it resonates, that's great. If it's not your story, don't force it to fit. So collective messages. Please God, clear, concise messages. Everyone involved safe and loved. Thank you and amen. All right, so on a 3, guys, let's get collective messages. 1. It's the collective situation. Collective. So we have the 7 of Wands jumping out as the situation here. So there's an element of defensiveness. You're defending something. You're usually on higher ground here. You feel like you have something to defend. It could be your reputation. It could be a job. It could be anything, right? Whatever your situation is. You could be coming to the aid of someone else, or someone could be coming to your aid in terms of defense here. But you're on higher ground, so you're in a really strong position here. This is also fire energy. All right, guys, so let's get into your thoughts about the situation. Your thoughts about the situation. If it's not you, it would be the other individual or circumstance that you're in, like what they're thinking. Thoughts about the situation, collective. Wow, so more Wands energy here. So we have the 5 of Wands coming out here. Now we're looking at an actual competition. This is probably good for personal growth, but this is going to feel uneasy. There could just be a sense of, I don't know, maybe a little bit of something that feels like chaos and conflict, but it's definitely, this is going to build character. It's just sort of a pain in the butt. But again, more fire energy. So this is what you're doing, what's actually happening, what's going on. This could be about your willpower, your will to do something. Could be about the workplace as well with the 5 of Wands here. All right, let's get your feelings about the situation. Collective feelings about the situation. So for the purposes of this reading today, the situation will always be the 7 of Wands. What are your feelings? Collective feelings. All right, so as you know, I take uprights, jumpers, for my situational readings. So what are your feelings? Collective feelings. Wow, isn't that something? So this guy, the sun turned up this way. So of course I put it back and look at that coming out again. So she really wants to be seen here, the sun. So your feelings about the situation are quite nice here, right? You feel very confident. You feel that you are going to experience a pleasurable success here, and you're looking forward to it. You've put something, a lot of energy and definitely intention, but time. Something's very valuable to you here. So something about this being the situation, right? 7 of Wands, defending something very, and if I didn't say that, it may be something very precious to you or very important to you at least. And then there's competition here. Or, a group of people trying to come at you, or in this situation, a few different ways. And you just feel like there's a lot of plates in the air. So here in your feelings about the situation, you have the King of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and then the Sun. So the Sun is Leo energy here, and there's a really nice balancing act. Something's being brought out into the light here. So maybe you just want something financially abundant to come about. We have Taurus energy here, so it could be an investment, something to have to do with your throat or neck, your singing voice. something having to do with assets, certainly, but pleasure in general, right? The King of Pentacles is very sensual. This is very warm energy. And it's also about what's valuable. So this could be about actual money. This could be about an older man, an older earth sign man in your situation here. Seven of Pentacles is looking at what do you expect for what you've already put in. It's sort of, you can see he's sort of just waiting. He looks maybe a little bit impatient. So there is a little bit of impatience attached to the Seven of Pentacles, I find. But it's interesting because he's looking at the sun, right? So there's this really, the King obviously is just really, he's stable. He's secure. He doesn't wait. He doesn't worry. He's got his full robe on. Like he's pretty lush. Like there's, what do they call it? Where it's just like luxurious, I guess. There's a sense of something being luxurious here and, a pampering. So again, it's really warm. It's really sensual energy. So with the Seven of Pentacles being, what do you expect after having put in this energy or feeling, this is your feelings about the situation. You expect something extremely positive here with this Sun, the happiest card in the deck, right? This could be like I said, something coming to light, something being completely successful here in the realm that you've perhaps invested, or feel that you want this sense of your own abundance to come forth. You feel very confident that you just need to defend your position, or mostly your position here, I would say. Let's see your most probable outcome, and I'll see if anything else comes up. Most probable outcome for the collective here. All right, so Major Arcana Hangman coming out. So this is surrender, sacrifice, suspension. This is humility. It's almost like, be humble or be humbled type situation here. So, and it's also a little bit of a step back. There's no actual movement here. This is someone who's literally upside down. He can't really get out of the situation, but because of the light around his head, there's a sense of awareness. There is sort of this shocking awareness of something. And it can only happen by stepping back. Like I say, with the Wands energy here starting out, both the situation and the thoughts about the situation, this is willpower. This is your, right, it's fire energy. This is your actionable behavior. Here we have in your feelings, they're warmer, you feel confident about having to go through this. Maybe you already know that something is going to be, take something out of you or be a pain in the butt here to take to the next level, or to see maybe that concrete. We have the 2 sevens here. So maybe to see that concrete, that ending, that success story, right? The 10 of Pentacles here, for example. So you have this, suspension, surrender, sacrifice, and perspective in general here. Definitely still not really making any moves. Let's look at the bottom and then the top of the deck. So the bottom of the deck here is external energy that could be playing a part in the situation for you. And the top 3 are internal energy. So we'll look at these in a moment. And at the bottom and the top of the deck here, we have Cancer ruled Chariot, another major arcana, and then at the top here, the Scorpio ruled King of Cups here. So very interesting. There's something that needs to move forward in terms of having something take action. Something needs to move forward here. This suspension here is really about, it could be about this decision here as well. We'll look at the Lover's card in a moment, but it could be about just having to make a really big decision. Because maybe you could feel so serious about something, you are willing to step back, like with the 7 of Pentacles here, sort of just saying, it's expectations, right? Like you've gone from the 6 and then the 8 is The 6 here would be a celebration and accolades, a victory. And then the 8 with the wands is passionate communications, like the, you know, the arrows of love type thing. So it could just be about your position here. Expecting the best, but really not making any moves here. There are some deep emotions here. These are both a water sign, so there's an emotional depth here that's really profound and, you know, fast movement there. If it's not coming out, it's definitely churning within somebody or somebody. It's someone's in their feelings here about it. Like I say, there's really nice warm energy here and feeling even about this somewhat defensive situation. So internal energy, 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Judgment card. So we have a major arcana here with the Judgment. This is really a second coming around, right? This is you or the other party making a judgment about your bliss, right? This is a sense of just being self-satisfied, but it could have to do with an older woman. She could have a lot of air in her chart, but she's arm's length. There's this arm's length feeling here when it comes to these two. So maybe wanting to communicate with her or wanting to find some common ground here. This person could be open to logic. So maybe you're dealing with someone who could make you really in your feelings, but it is themselves really logical. So that could be a way to approach them here. And then you have in the outside influence. So we have the Lovers card. So, you know, we're dealing with some Gemini energy here. And then the Knight of Wands. So more Wands energy, and then the 10 of Wands. If this is a love reading for you, and I only say that because the Lovers is here, I would say that someone is really holding a torch for you. And this could be about them maybe like defending, I don't know, a decision here or how to move forward. Yeah, the 9 of Swords is under that. The 9 of Wands is under that. 9 of Swords is really just talking about like sleepless nights, worry, sort of anxiety. And it's just about maybe, you know, pulling themselves together and moving forward, right? Make sure you or the other party isn't overindulging in, say, drink right now, because this could be another element as well, especially if they're all up in their emotions and they're not sort of, you know, if they're super still and not expressing. But yeah, very interesting. More Wands energy. So again, looking more carefully here at the situation and then your thoughts about the situation. Someone really wanting an adventure. Someone really feeling burdened by, I would say, thoughts of you. Just really thinking about a major decision here, right? So ultimately, someone holds a very hot torch. And because the Judgment is over here, there could be a sense of coming back around, right? These guys were like this. Yeah, so the Judgment around this 9 of Cups, something, you know, a wish fulfillment, right? The 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment as well. So we have 2 7s. What else do we have here? Just a single 9. We do have 2 Kings, and I believe that is business opportunities, and then we have 1 Queen. So yeah, and they're all different suits, which is very interesting as well. So listen, that's been your collective reading for today, March 22nd. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it was helpful to somebody out there. Until we meet in the next video, bye for now.